Well, my greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is I, the Ravenous Spectre, and to be perfectly honest, knowing what the title says below, it's totally true. Time demos friggin' suck beyond all belief. Here's the story. Yesterday, or maybe it was a day before, I ended up downloading one of the Resident Evil demos, and like the third one's fixing to come out at some point in like 5 or 6 days, whatever it is. Whatever happened to ye olden days of demos where they would just cut a section out of the game, you could go in and play it, and there you go, that's that. But no, it's almost like in a ways they'll end up giving you the whole game, and then it's just going to put a time limit on there for you to play a certain section, and that's it. I don't know, it just kind of seems kind of lazy on the developer's part because whatever happened to demos of old where you could go in, you could play them, you could mess around with them, do whatever you wanted to until the full game came out, to kind of get your fix a little bit and mess around with it until the full game came out. So that's the thing that gets to me is I'm trying not to rant or rave or anything about this, but a couple days ago I downloaded it. I was going to play it that night. I ended up going and checking out the options and everything, but it was about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, no, I'm not going to play this right now, even though it's 30 minutes. So I went to the options, checked everything out I wanted to check out, went to the main screen, and there's a timer up in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. It didn't even bother to count down. So I was like, well, maybe it's not going to do it until I actually start the game. So I quit out of the game, went back to the next day, was going to play it and actually stream it. And all it did was tell me, oh, the next demo is going to be available within 6 days. And oh, here you go. Here's the trailer. I'm like, what the hell's up with this? I didn't even start the demo, didn't even do nothing with it or nothing. I'd heard that apparently they were only releasing this demo out for 8 hours or something, which is stupid as hell, and or like over the course of a few days. I don't know. I heard two different things. One said 8 hours, the other one said a few days. So I don't know. Whichever one it was, it's still stupid as hell that the friggin' thing ended up going and getting deleted, basically. And then there's some other demo that's coming out. I'm just like, oh my god. I think they did this also. Well, I know they did it with Resident Evil 3. I think they also did it with 2, where they ended up going and giving you a time limit to be able to play the game. I'm like, just cut a section out for people to be able to play. I mean, is technology so advanced nowadays that it's making it harder for developers to be able to do that? I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's like, obviously the developers want to make money off of consumers, but to me, they don't even think about what their consumers go through on a daily basis. Some have kids, some have jobs, some have other serious things they're doing in their life. People have busy lives. They can't just go and just jump up on a demo the moment that it ends up becoming available. So basically it's almost like you're screwing yourself from not even giving the consumer the ability to go and try out your demo because you're just going and leaving it up there for a limited amount of time and then taking it away. It's really stupid to me. I even told myself, I was like, wow, it's like the next demo that comes out, maybe that won't be up for maybe 24 hours at most, and I may even forget that it's even available to even get on there and try it. I mean, do I want to play Resident Evil Village? Yeah, sure. But the fact of the matter is, when it comes to the demos, apparently I may end up missing out on those because it's just ridiculous to me how developers go and do stuff like this. They make these stupid asinine decisions, just like they were doing with Sony, as a matter of fact, with the PlayStation Store with PS3 and PSP and Vita games. There was a huge backlash over that. So now apparently announced today, as of this video, they actually are going to keep the Vita store and keep the PS3 store, but apparently going to get rid of the PSP store. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think maybe PSP digital titles play on the Vita. I'm not really sure. So if that's the case, then why would you go and get rid of it anyways when there's still reason for them to still be available for people to be able to buy, for you to be able to make money off of folks? And I ended up reading some of the comments in the video that I saw today regarding that, and somebody said, "Yeah, I guess you could thank me for spending $300 in the digital store." And in a way, I kind of feel like if it was a marketing scheme or something that was done by Sony to try to get some easy, quick money out of the consumer. Maybe they were planning on it, maybe they weren't. I don't know. But then again, they still say that the PSP store is going to go down. You can never be sure about these CD developers nowadays and publishers. You got to take everything they say with a grain of salt. You truly do. So anyways, I just want to make a little bit of a rant video regarding how I think time demos are absolutely freaking stupid and ridiculous. I mean, I remember demo discs back in the day. They were great. I wish I still had some of them. You could go back and play the hell out of those demos until the full game came out. And even when the full game came out, even if you couldn't get it at a younger age, you could still go back and play the demos. So yeah, screw time demos because it's honestly a load of crap. And I'll end this like I always do. Later, taters.